Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez Citrus Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will take the field first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Another incompletion on third down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Middle Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Hey, make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Works the middle of the field. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Completes it in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Smashes through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Fires to the big fella. Runs for the tackle. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Quick step and go. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on the... And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Running behind that left side. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense got him at the 27.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've had a really productive 1st half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pick off! What a play by this defense.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And there's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Adds a play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They go to the draw. Past the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Gets it out quickly.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the... And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Middle Tennessee, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Handoff to the lone back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They boot it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Cavazos. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air on second and short. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
And the Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
Quick handoff. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Keeps it on the bootleg. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got a man in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB putting the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, MTSU. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the kick. A nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Middle Tennessee, 7.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Lofts one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And after that, best thing you can do, hunt it away. Here comes the special teams. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Touch pass on the run. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're dealing with a second and long.
Brings up second down.
Wants to go up top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapon.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Touchdown Broncos! Great job by the back on the option.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long and who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's second and long. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's up to 51 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got the back over the middle. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Give to the running back. Makes one man miss. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good.